Ladies and gentlemen, VCT 2024 kicks off right now. While the competition is already on the way in America and China, the EMEA region gets the party started this Tuesday. I'd like to provide an overview of the teams and predict the results of the kickoff event. Who will be going to Madrid to represent Europe and fight for glory and honor? Tell me in the comments about your own thoughts. The first team of Group A of the EMEA kickoff event is Food Esports. 2023 ended pretty well for the Turkish team when they reached the playoffs of Champions in Los Angeles, eliminating T1 and FunPlus Phoenix. And they carried on to the off-season by beating 100 Thieves and DRX at Red Bull home ground and winning Convergence over Team Vitality. Mosh and Kiwi got replaced by Sentinel player Yetu and the former Na'Vi duelist and world champion CNET. IGL Mr. Fallen, Controller Atta Captain and Initiator Q-Rex complete the squad. Food might benefit from the Sky nerf since their flasher Q-Rex has always refused to play her and is used to KO and Gecko. If the all-Turkish squad can find its spirit, everything seems possible this year. Team Heretics had a very bad 2023, finishing the regular season at 8th place with a disappointing 2-7 record. The last chance qualifier for Champions ended before it began with a 1-2 loss to Koi. The off-season was not promising either, because the team lost to Food and Focus at Red Bull home ground and even to UCAM Esports Club at the Crossfire Cup. Avova, Kellogg's and veteran Mixwell left the team and got replaced by the Turkish ranked demons Woot and Rians, who is currently number 1 in Europe, as well as Mini Boo, the little brother of IGL Boo. Benji Fishy, a former Fortnite pro, completes the squad. I don't see any way for Heretics to step up at the kickoff event against Food. Individually, they might be pesky opponents, but as a team, they are surely not experienced enough. My prediction for this one is a clear 2-0 in favor of Food. Giant X, formerly known as Giants, had a decent performance last year. They finished the VCT EMEA regular season in 4th place, but lost to Food and Na'Vi in the playoffs. In the last chance qualifier they dominated heavily, winning the whole event without dropping a single map. And even at Champions they fought bravely, but couldn't overcome EDG to make it out of the group stage. In the off-season they managed to win the Crossfire Cup. While Rhyme left, Redgar, who was Team Liquid's IGL and winner of Masters Berlin 2021, joined instead. Vitinho, Nuki and Hoodie are a very capable core, while Cloud, Giant's IGL in the last season, is an extremely talented mastermind. Giant X might be the dark horse when both Russian IGLs can combine their power. They will be fighting Carmine Core, a team that severely disappointed their fanbase in 2023. Though fielding Valorant superstars like Scream or his younger brother Nivera, the team finished in last place during the regular season and dropped out of the LCQ with only one victory over BBL Esports. After an almost complete rework, KC only played 2 show matches during the off-season, making them unpredictable at this point. Only the French player Shin remained and got joined by the Czech Martin and Magnum, who is going to be their IGL, Tomaji from Portugal and duelist Narrate, who will be the only American player in EMEA's VCT. Though it's hard to rate Carmine Core correctly, they will for sure have a very hard time against Giant X. I predict a 1-2 loss for them. If everything runs as expected, Giant X and Food will fight for the playoff spot in Group A. The loser should be strong enough to at least make it to the play-in stage. In Group B, you can find Na'Vi, usually one of the top contenders in Europe. Last year they had some up and downs. A promising start at Login Sao Paulo, followed by a disappointing 4th place in EMEA's regular season. Their performance at Masters Tokyo, with 0 wins, and EMEA's LCQ, where they had to battle their way through the lower bracket, were even more unsatisfactory than dropping out of group stage at Champions while losing to Loud and DRX by a very slight margin. In the off-season, Na'Vi dominated 3 APAC teams at Riot Games 1. They only made one lineup change compared to last year. Ardis ended his adventure in America and came back to his old squad, where he now replaces CNET. That means that the same lineup that once won Masters Copenhagen under the banner of FunPlus Phoenix is back together. Artis, IGL Angel, Initiator Shao, Flasher Zupan and Sentinel Suigetsu know each other for a long time and play a very coordinated but special style. I see Na'Vi making it very far this season. They are perhaps that one team that could challenge Fnatic for Europe's throne. Navi is certainly the favorite over BBL Esports. The second full Turkish team in the league finished the last regular season in 7th place, winning only 3 of their 9 matches and missing playoffs. After the loss to KC in the LCQ, the season ended early for them. At least they won Superdome in January 2024, though the competition was not that big of a deal. Turco, Aslan M4 Shadow and Sushni was removed from the team, and Elite, Rizi and the new IGL Pora joined the 2 remaining members Brave and Kushner X. BBL might need a huge upset to win against Navi, but you shouldn't count them out for the whole year. Maybe there will be another option to reach playoffs in the regular season later on. Team Liquid had a rollercoaster year 2023. After a terrible start at Login with an unexpected first round loss to Team Secret, they slowly stabilized throughout the regular season and surprised everyone by becoming VCT EMEA's first champion ever over Fnatic. At Masters Tokyo and Champions, they crumbled again though, leaving behind many question marks. They played the Africa TV Valorant League during off-season, where they lost to Sentinels in the semis. Liquid made considerable lineup changes last fall. Former IGL Redgar, duelist Save and initiator Soulcast left the team. The veterans Yumpy and Nets are now joined by the core from last year's Team Apex in IGL Enzo and Mystic, 2 former Fnatic players, as well as Kaiko, a gifted duelist. With this squad, TL might not be the favorites to win the whole thing, but they surely got a shot to make it to Madrid. Though having a strong core around former world-class players like Shados and IGL Starso, KOI's performance in 2023 was underwhelming. They only stepped up at the LCQ in July but missed the ticket to LA closely by losing to Giants and Navi at the end. During off-season, they only played the Crossfire Cup, where they lost to Case Esports. Movistar KOI, as they are called nowadays, was the only team of VCT EMEA that had not finished its lineup until early February. Coldamenta, Trax and Wolfen left the team, but there had been no replacements ever since. 1 week before kickoff, they now announced duelist Camo, initiator Shadow and flex player Grubinho. That said, it is still very unlikely that they will have enough time to prepare for the strong competition. I don't see KOI having a chance against Team Liquid. The main question in Group B will be if Navi can live up to the expectations or if Liquid could send them to the play-ins. BBL and especially KOI shouldn't stand a chance against both of them. In Group C, there are only 3 teams battling it out. Team Vitality is one of them. In terms of Valorant, 2023 was decent but not great for them. But of course, their results were completely overshadowed when Twiston, one of their players, passed away in June. After that, they pulled out of LCQ and quit Valorant Esports until December, when they reached the 2nd place at Convergence, only losing to Food in the final. IGL Sender remains from last year, as well as Destrian, at least for the kickoff event before he gets replaced by Trax. Additionally, we will see former Liquid entries Save, the Estonian Kicks and promising talent Runner alongside them. All in all, Vitality has a strong team that could accomplish much if everything fits together. They go up against Gentlemates, the first promoted team from Challengers. Their long run through Ascension was far from perfect, losing some matches here and there. But finally, when it mattered most, they bet both Ascent and Apex, their strongest rivals, 3-0. Afterwards, they managed to keep their whole French lineup together, consisting of Takas, Nathan K, Bias, Wailers and Logan. None of them has a famous past, but that says nothing about their future. Vitality should be on another level though. I predict a convincing win for them over Gentlemates. And last but not least, there are the uncrowned kings of Europe, Fnatic. When taking a look at their performance in 2023, it is still incredible that they start this season as EMEA's runner-up. Dominating the regular season, Login Sao Paulo and Masters Tokyo made them the team to beat all over the world across the whole year. At Champions they fell a bit short though, losing to Loud twice and making it only to 4th place. But during the off-season they strike back in convincing fashion, winning the stacked Red Bull home ground over Cloud9, Food and DRX. Since they haven't changed their lineup, they are again the favorite to win against any opponent whatsoever in Europe. IGL Boaster is accompanied by the most mechanically gifted players Valorant has to offer, in Sentinel, Alphayer, Initiator Leo, Flex Chronicle and Duelist Durkir. And if that wouldn't be enough, the current map rotation favors them as well, with Icebox and Lotus being 2 of their strongest maps. That is why Group C is all about Fnatic. Vitality should make it to the play-ins though, but they have to beat Gentlemates twice to achieve that goal. If everything goes according to my predictions, there should be Food Esports, Na'Vi, Fnatic and probably Team Liquid in the playoffs. Then we could see Food as the winner of Group A going up against Liquid, the winner of play-ins, and Na'Vi versus Fnatic. In this case, everything seems possible. The two winners would advance to Masters Madrid, the first global event of the year. Ultimately, this tier list of all EMEA teams should settle the last remaining questions. Fnatic is still the team to beat, while Na'Vi is their first challenger. Keep an eye on the two remaining spots for the playoffs, because Vitality and Giant X could have chances to perform better than Food or Liquid. Despite not winning champions, EMEA's Fnatic was the most successful team of 2023. I would love any EMEA team to repeat that run. Shout out to my mate DTPN for helping me with this preview. Good luck to all the teams and have fun to you watching VCT 2024.